Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearthstone with me, Ken. We're going to play some more Tavern Brawl, hop in, the encounter at the Crossroads. We had a good crack at this in the last episode, but we'll try out a few more classes. We give the Priest a crack. We tried Druid, Paladin, Mage last time, I think, so let's try the Priest out. And see how we go. I think there's some good class cards in Priest. Hero power can be useful, but you know, maybe we'll get a load of low health minions. So, touch and go. Let's see who we encounter at the Crossroads, I guess. Come on, Hearthstone. You can do it. Lovely.
Anduin versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
Okay, well we made it into the game. And these are some okay cards to start with. Might lose the Brewmaster. I'm touch and go on the Owl, but because it's Tavern Brawl, who knows what other cards we'll get. Let's start with the Cleric. It's touch and go on whether you should put the Cleric out turn 1. I don't normally like to do it, but if we can get a more aggressive start, he's not necessarily going to have standard Warlock. Oh, there you go.
Right away.
Bop this guy down. Now most likely he'll trade his Flame Imp into the Northshire. This is why you don't normally play Northshire on turn 1. But I wanted to make best use of our aggression. I think it depends. If you're playing against Paladin, I think the Northshire can be a very strong turn 1. Because most of the stuff they're going to throw at you is a little bit scary, to be honest. Right, now I don't think the Shattered Sun's too useful here. Because it gives this guy 3 health. But he'll still die to the Imp. So it's a bit of a waste of the buff, to be honest. We don't get anything more out of the damage, and we wouldn't get anything more out of the buff. Now, see what he does here. Ooh, the coin. Ooh. Big bad Pit Lord. It's a little bit scary. Okay, now what are our options here? We can take out the Imp. We could deal 3 to the Pit Lord. Again, we don't really gain that much from the buff unless we hit the Pit Lord. So I'm contemplating just using the Shadow Word Pain. It seems like such a poor target for it.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
I don't particularly like that, but I also don't want to leave too much on the board. I would love to have a Shadow Word Death. I mean, I'm sure there's probably one in this deck, statistically. But we'll see. The complete randomness really means you never know quite how this is going to go. Maybe it'll be... Oh, Sneeds. It's a card I like a lot. Okay. Well, I guess let's make some use of our mana here. Heal ourselves up. We're going to take 7. Not the end of the world, but we could bring out Gelbin next turn. He's got a few interesting inventions that could come in handy, but I don't think he's not a great card, but he is quite a fun card. I've seen Gelbin several times. I'd quite like to see Elite Tour and Chieftain, which is another fun, more fun than useful card most of the time. Ooh, the Shadow Form. I like the Shadow Form a lot, but perhaps not in this situation. I think we play the Gelbin. Ah, the old buff. It's buffed itself. Okay. That's good. See, the thing is, because Gelbin's inventions affect anything at random, they can impact you just as negatively as it can impact the opponent. It's probably a way to build your deck around it, but I don't know what that would be. Okay, now I kind of like the Shadow Form to take out the Pit Lord. But do we have something else we can do? No. We'd take 5 more damage, which would leave us on 6. I don't like to be on 6, I think. I think we have to make this play just to maintain some semblance of board control. As much as I quite like to play the Tiger, I mean, we would have been on 8 after the heal, but that doesn't feel comfortable. We'll just be on 9 instead. That feels slightly better. No Shadow Priest, which is no Shadow Priest target. And this Stormwind champion might have just won things for him. Because sadly, there's not much else we can do here. So that's
Well played.
that's a good game. Thank you, Dead Penguin. Warlock I'm seeing a lot of. I think it's got solid class cards, and I think being able to life tap kind of negates some of the bad cards that you get, because you can draw through more of your deck. Okay, well that wasn't the most exciting. Rerun Priest once more. Give him another shot. Here we are lining up for our next encounter at the Crossroads.
Anduin
Oh,
versus
priest on priest.
Anduin.
Oh, Lolo Noah.
The light shall bring victory. The light shall burn you.
Good old Murloc Tidecaller. Not a great card, but it is a 1-drop. Sure, okay. Yes, Sarah. So we've just got to hold out till the late game then.
Greetings.
Okay, let's see what he does.
In the light's name.
Oh. I think I want the Shadow Boxer out here, because the Tidecaller would let him. The Tidecaller would let him hit it and heal, and he'd have a 3-1. Which, well, no, he'd heal it, so he'd have a 3-2 that I couldn't kill. It's a random enemy, so it can hit the... I think we make the trade here and get Pagel out. Because he probably can't deal with it.
Must consider.
He might have Shadow Word. But let's see if we can... Let's see if we can start fishing. Here's hoping no Shadow Word. This guy's got the legend card back, I think. So obviously an experienced player. Ah. Ah, we fished. Great stuff. Okay. Let's see what we've got. Spectral Knight. Okay. Feel okay about that. Let's just keep playing 0 attack minions. I'm sure that'll go well. I don't particularly like the light well. I'm not a huge fan of modern Nat Pagel either. Back when he used to have the 50% chance at the end of your turn, so you'd always get one shot with him. I quite like that as a mechanic. Okay. Still no joy. We could Thought Steal and hope we get an arcane shot out of his deck. Not exactly the most likely. We could play Shattered Sun.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Start poking him. And put out the Tide Caller. There are quite a few Murlocs around these decks. I suspect Pagel might see an end here. But I guess we'll find out very shortly what Lolanoa has in store.
I wonder.
So we've got the Spectral Knight lined up, perhaps for next turn. We could Thought Steal and heal if that makes sense. This guy's debating, I think. If I was him, I would. It's difficult. I would probably actually not worry too much about the light well, which is only going to heal itself. And I would take out maybe these guys on the left, because Pagel's a free kill, and I don't like leaving the Shattered Sun on the board. I wonder if he's just walked away. It's all gone very quiet. Well, we've got a bit lucky there, so... Okay. Let's bop this guy out. And I think we play the Spectral Knight
Push forward.
and we clear his board. There we go. I wonder if he's disappeared. Oh, he has. That's quite sad, really. I had one loss and one kind of cheap victory. I suppose that's the way it goes. Let's move on to a different class. To the Shaman. Or the Warrior. Or the Warlock. Should we try Warlock? It seems to be very popular. We'll give him a crack. I wonder who we'll encounter at the Crossroads this time. Hopefully someone who'll stick around till the end of the game. Snugget! Delicious chicken snugget.
Your Your soul shall be mine.
Okay, now we don't have any secrets. He might have a secret. Even though there's an okay card, I don't particularly like it. I do like the Imp Gang Boss though. A good card to have. Probably not going to be too much use for Big Game Hunter. Maybe he'll have Gazrilla. Ah, the tracking. I like tracking a lot in this mode because there's plenty of garbage potentially to filter through. Okay. Trade that. Oh, the Alarma bot. That could be quite fun. It's already an RNG heavy mode, so, you know, why not introduce more RNG? No one does that quite like the Alarma bots. Cool pet. Draw a card. Not too high a chance it'll be a beast, but we'll see. Okay. I don't think there's actually too much benefit to having the Alarma bot right now, because it's only going to play something of equivalent value anyway. We'd be better off getting things out on the board. Come on, Snugget. Give us a delicious snugget of information about your hand. A bit of a stretch. Too much of a stretch? I don't think so. Okay, he just shot us. But he doesn't have too much going on.
For the king! For honor!
So let's punch him in the face a couple of times. His hunter probably always going to be fairly aggressive, but I think it's harder when you've got a random deck selection. Interesting to see someone using this card back and not playing Priest. I feel like the Priests almost always like to use that card back because it's so emblematic of the class. Right, I think we trade in here and this does 2 damage.
I wonder.
But yes, I think
For honor!
obvious moves here. Trade in, ping, kill the weapon. Take that, Glaive Zuka. Think you're good enough to stop me? Never. Okay, we've got board control. We've got a life lead. We don't have a great hand, and we don't have as many cards as he does. Oof. Not the 3/3 Timberwolf. Whatever will I do? What are the odds we have a pirate in our deck? Probably not fantastic, to be honest. Okay. Let's try it out, shall we? Ah. Sad news. We'll play a llama bot. Just for funsies. There we are. He might be scared of the llama bot and try to deal with it. We lose the battle cry on either of these, but that's fine. I think playing the Frost Elemental with essentially for 3 mana is okay to lose the freeze effect. Ooh! He called a King Crush. He cool petted on King Crush. Oh man. Oh man. What a pull. Okay. Well. This has got to be done for now. If only we hadn't played the Alarma bot. You know, again, what are the odds of... What are the odds of whipping out King Crush just like that? Probably not too high, but... There we are. Cool Pet just draws a card from your deck. And somehow, the next card in his deck happened to be King Crush. Well, you know.
What we do.
Okay, interesting. I see the logic there. Now, we take 2 damage. I don't think we need to Shadow Flame here. I don't think it's especially beneficial.
Possibility. Gotcha.
That's fine. I'm quite sure why he played Snake Trap and an Abomination. But hopefully he's learned something about synergy. I'm not going to Siphon Soul, I don't think. Because... No, I am. It's better use of our mana. We can hit him for 5. I was going to say I'll hold on to it for something else, but we can... I think we'd be better off holding on to the board presence. Hopefully he's scared of our cards in hand. He knows one's Alarma Bot. He doesn't know the other one's Shadow Flame. Oh, see, that's why I wanted to hold on to it, but hopefully that won't matter too much. Okay, well there you go. There's an easy. Talk about a good draw. Surprise Kel'Thuzad. Dun 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 dun! That's terrifying, isn't it? I love Kel'Thuzad so much. He's hard to use at the right time, but he's such a terrifying card to face. Well played, Snugget. Delicious game with the Snugget there. Okay. Onwards. Should we play Warrior? Let's play Warrior. Come on, Garrosh. What have you got? Roar! I'm not a big Warrior player. It's probably my least played class. I think it's interesting, the Warrior, but it's dealing with all the armor, all the wombo combos. It relies slightly too heavily on combos and... Oh, there we go. Us versus Deadtross. Warriors clashing in the infernal night, in the lava-filled depths. I like Deathbite, probably enough to hold on to it. And we'll keep the Bluegill because it's a 2-cost minion. Greetings.
Greetings.
So,
Well played.
I don't particularly like the Warriors'
Was an error.
general reliance on little combos, like 2-card combos, like Slam, Execute, and stuff like that. I think it's very fun to watch.
That was an error.
I don't know if I trust this guy anymore with his errors, his claim of errors. Okay, now do we play the Play the warbot? I think so. I'd rather keep the bluegill warrior for a more opportune moment, because it can always charge in, so we can use it to take out something with 2 health. Okay, good. Doesn't look like he has too much going on. Oh, the Goldshire Footman. Let's get you out, my friend. Everyone's favourite card. Most overpowered in the game. 1/2, and it has taunt for 1 mana. Think of the value. Every time I see this card, I think of the rewritten Hearthstone descriptions article that someone wrote, where they said, Goldshire Footman, 1/2, taunt. Tell your opponent that you're very much enjoying having just started playing Hearthstone. Okay, now we could play the Death Spite. I don't see a great deal of benefit to it, because do we just keep playing into him? I guess we just keep playing into him. He's playing quite defensive. Hopefully he doesn't have too much in his hand. We can't rely on him having stuff like Brawl. And honestly... There you go. Honestly, none of these creatures are incredible to... Oh good, well the Wisp survived. That's good. Let's get this Sunwalker out. We lost some low-cost minions, but nothing. He might not have played the Brawl on three minions, because it almost wouldn't be worth it. Okay. Oh, that is very clever. I like that. This man seems very very insistent on apologising. Which is nice, I suppose. Nice of him to keep apologising. But yes, the warrior just doesn't feel very card efficient, because you're often using 2 or 3 cards to deal with someone. He gets some good things like the Battle Rage card draw. What are you? Whenever you gain armor, get +1 attack. Okay. You want to just gore howl this thing in the face? I guess we can. And that's probably our best bet, to be honest. Or we Deathbite, trade and play a Shade of Naxxramas, but that feels excessive. There we go. Always nice to have a gore howl. Makes him very scared to play minions, I think. Well, I mean, he has to just play into it. That's fine. I'll hit that. I'll hit that as well if I have to. I don't particularly want to, but... Okay. I think here... We hit this... Execute... Well, I don't even need to execute the Web Lord. We don't have any minions with Battle Cry, and it has 1 attack. I think I feel okay just leaving it on the board. Do. See what he does. I could have played Sea Giant. I decided against it. You know, I like to play the... I don't want to burn out our big bombs when we only have 1. Too soon. Okay, he's hit us in the face. Ah yes, the Ogre War Maul. Everyone's favourite. Okay, well, seems like the Sea Giant's to play here, I guess.
No problem. Trespasser.
I still don't respect that thing enough to hit it. I'm getting to the point where we might want to play Death's Bite instead. Still got 4 attack on this thing. Ah yes, of course, the execute. Sensible.
I can take the hit.
Shield Maiden, good solid card. Do. Got lots of weapons available to us here. I think we keep hitting him. We got plenty of. We're still building this Shade of Naxxramas up. So I feel okay leaving it on the board. Do.
What now?
What have you got for us, Dedrus?
I have junk.
You have junk. Nice. Ah, the fiery Winax. Okay. Interesting. Ah, if only I had 1 more damage.
What now? Trespasser.
Okay. Let me go face with this. And I'm going to play the Warmaul and see what he does. If he has no minions, then we can hit him in the face with it for free. But we can always replace it with the Death's Bite. We've got so many weapons in hand that I wouldn't even mind losing an Ogre Warmaul. It's not a great weapon. 1 cost less
What now?
for such a downside, and really not. I mean, this is basically an upside for the warrior. Despite almost, maybe, arguably better than True Silver Champion, at least in the warriors, what the warrior's trying to do.
What now?
Yes, what now, Dedrus? Your 3 attack can't kill the Shade of Naxxramas.
Tazdingo! Yes! I must shoot!
We didn't attack, interesting. Rampage up.
Trespasser!
Crunch. I'm not going to play Grim Patron as a 3-3 when he's got an axe on the board. That's just asking for trouble. Oh! Interesting. We don't have silence. But Ragnaros has 8 health, correct? I think so. So I think we should just be able to kill him. Well played, sir. Nice to see Ragnaros. Always good fun. Good job. We conquered the Fire Lord. Okay. Well, we've got 7 wins out now. We We've played with most of the classes. We haven't done Hunter or a Rogue. I think Hunter's going to be tough because whatever, we ran into that King Crush Hunter. He did okay. Rogue has lots of sort of combo-y business. Shaman has some weaker class cards like the Ancestral Healing and the Totem buffing health bonanza. But yes, that's Encounter at the Crossroads. I enjoy it. I don't think it's as interesting. I would like to see Blizzard put a bit more time into these than just some random cards, but it's okay to do that once in a while, I guess. You know, I think overall the quality of Tavern Brawl has been pretty good. I've been pretty happy with the modes they've done so far. It's been a month since the mode came out, so hopefully maybe next week we'll see one of those big crazy ones with different heroes like they did in the initial week. I don't know what their plan is in terms of... It feels like we had that one first week where it was crazy, and the second week was the bananas, which is simple. Third week was the RNG spiders, that was quite fun. Fourth week was just madness with the summoner competition, I like that a lot. This week, also madness, but not quite such interesting madness. I'd actually really like to see the opposite of the summoner competition, where if you played a creature, it cast a class spell of equivalent value, and, you know, at a random target, if that's what it came down to. Or even when you play a creature, it puts a spell of that into your hand, but with 0 cost. That would be interesting. Okay, anyway, that's been Hearthstone Tavern Brawl. I've been Ken. It's been a good time. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, be sure to click like, share it with other people, let them know about the channel. Subscribe for more Hearthstone, subscribe for my gameplay commentaries of other games, doing playthroughs at the moment of Batman Arkham Knight, playthrough of Gone Home, which is a great, fun little joyous thing, and plenty more to come. Again, thanks for watching. I will catch you next time. Cheers!